Security Analysis and Portfolio Management. Unit 1, Introduction. First, we will study the key concepts related to security analysis and portfolio management. First point is security. What do you mean by security? A security is a fungible and negotiable financial instrument that represents some type of financial values, usually in the form of stock, bond, or options. So, the securities are where we invest our money, like stock, bond, or options. Then, second point is security analysis. As you have known the meaning of security, like stock, bond, options, security analysis means it is a method which helps to calculate the value of various assets and also find out the effect of various market fluctuations on the value of tradable financial instruments or securities. Third one is portfolio. So, portfolio is the combination of securities. A portfolio is the combination of securities. A portfolio is a collection of financial investments like shares, bonds, cash, commodities. When they are individual, they are called as securities. When we have taken two or three types of shares we have invested in, so that will be portfolio. Next is portfolio management. The art of selecting the right investment policy for the individuals in terms of minimum risk and maximum return is called as portfolio management. Means selecting the portfolio where there is maximum return and minimum risk. Next point is investment. So here investment means we have savings. We invest those savings to get a future income, that is called investment. Next is concept of investment. So concept of investment means, as you can see in the picture, in first glass we have little money. When we put that money in the first glass, after few months or years it will grow and become a tree. Similarly, when we invest in a security, we invest a little amount, but in future it will be a huge amount we will get from it. That is, we will get more returns from little investment. So now we will study the meaning of investment. Investment is commitment of a person to derive future income in the form of interest, dividend, or appreciation in the value of capital. Here interest means interest we get when we invest in fixed deposits. Dividend, when we invest in shares, we will get dividend from it. Appreciation in the value of capital, if we invest in a land, okay, we will get a few. If we have purchased land today at 100 rupees, in future it will be sold at 1000. That is appreciation in the value. Next is, thus it involves commitment of resources which have been saved in the hope that some benefit will accrue in the future. Means savings we have invested so that we can earn more in the future. Next point is, the individual who makes an investment is known as investor. Next is characteristics of investment. So first characteristics is return. As we have studied the meaning of investment, in that only we have studied about returns. Returns means investment should be like that where we will get more returns with the minimum risk. So, returns refers to the income expected from investment done. It is the key objective for doing investment by investors. Investment provides benefits to peoples either in the form of regular yield or through capital appreciation. Next point is risk. When we make an investment, we think about risk, means in which shares or options where we invest, that should be maximum return and minimum risk. So risk is an inherent characteristics of every investment. Risk refers to loss of principal amount, delay or non-payment of capital or interest, etc. Every investment differs in terms of risk associated with them. However, less risky investments are the most preferred ones by investors. Third one is safety. It refers to the surety of return or protection of principal amount without any loss. Safety is an important feature of every investment tool that is analyzed before allocating any fund in it. Next is liquidity. Liquidity refers to how quickly an investment can be sold or converted into cash. It simply means easiness with which investment can be sold in the market without any loss. Most of the investors want to invest in liquid assets. Now we will study objectives of investment. The first point is maximize return. Maximization of return. The rate of return could be defined as the total income the investor receives during the holding period, stated as the percentage price at the beginning of the holding period. Maximize return. So here the total income the investors receive in his holding period is known as return. So he should get maximum return from his investment. To calculate return, there is one formula, that is return equals to end period value minus beginning period value plus yield value divided by beginning period value. So here end period value means at end what amount we sold the shares, beginning period value at which amount we purchased, yield value means the dividend or interest earned on it divided by beginning period value, that is maximize return. Then minimize risk. The risk of holding security is related to the probability of the actual return becoming less than the expected return. If we consider the financial assets available for investment, we can classify them into different risk categories. Government securities would constitute the low risk categories as they are practically risk free. Debentures and preference shares of companies may be classified as medium risk assets. Equity shares of company would form the high risk category of financial assets. Then the third point is maintain liquidity. Liquidity depends upon marketing and trading facilities. If a portion of the investment could be converted into cash without much loss of time, it helps the investors to meet emergencies. Stocks are liquid only if they command a good market by providing adequate returns through dividends and capital appreciation. Fourth point is hedging against inflation. The rate of return should ensure a cover against inflation to protect against a rise in price and fall in the price value of money. The rate of return should be higher than the rate of inflation. Otherwise, the investor will experience loss in the real terms. Next is increase in safety. The selected investment avenue should be under the legal and regulatory framework. If it is not under the legal framework, it will be difficult to represent grievances. Approval of the law itself adds a flavor of safety. From the safety point of view, investment can be ranked as follows: bank deposit, government bonds, third one is UTI, fourth is non-convertible debentures, then convertible debentures, equity shares, and deposits with non-banking financial companies. And the last point is saving tax. The investor should get the benefit of tax exemption from the investment. There are certain investments which provide tax exemption to the investors. The tax saving investments increases the return on investment. Therefore, the investor should also think of saving income tax and invest money in order to maximize the returns on investment. So here we complete the objectives of the investment. Thank you.